you? Did you rest well? Yep, this is a comfortable place to rest. I guess that's one thing here that's better than the desert. Saying things like that isn't going to help, Adia. But it's the truth. The desert is full of terrible memories for me. That's a weird way to put it. Actually, if you hadn't mentioned it, I know what you mean. The air here isn't at all like the desert. It's very humid.
Everyone looks well rested. If you're ready, we can
Good luck, everyone. I'll be rooting.
Hold on. I said we, didn't I?
Huh? But wait, I'm just the mascot. You can't back out this time, Adia. The manager of the fairgrounds is waiting to see you.
Yes. Kale and I discovered a fairgrounds and...
The person in charge of it seems to be a Spontamod a scholar. But what's she doing there? Oh, I wish there were ley lines here that I could ever study. Anyway, I know... By royal decree.
The witch knows me. Brings a smile to my face. Time to go.
Odds reveal dice.
Scatter! Wind Strider.
Cry out my illustrious name.
Propagate! One with nature. Who says there aren't benefits to a life of wandering?
Finally, someone has arrived.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Maimuna. We've brought Adia with us.
Thank you, Kale. It's been quite some time since I've seen you, Edie. If anything, I thought you'd be curled up somewhere crying alone. Hey, you shouldn't be saying things like that.
Doesn't seem to be the first time Paimon's heard someone say that about... You want to see me cry? Fine. I'll stop crying right here.
All right, I shouldn't have said that.
And Paimon is their reliable helpers. Lucky for you that I found them.
Of course. Good to meet you. You may call me Maimuna.
Wow. Look at that huge tent. Amazing, isn't it? I helped make it. Really? Paimon knew you couldn't be so...
What is it, Kale?
Sorry. I'm not sure if I should... I'm afraid it might dampen the mood.
That's not important. Please, just speak.
Well... There are lots of vendor booths set up here.
The truth is, this used to be an exciting and bustling... But just a few days ago, something happened, and it...
Like, the world was suddenly flipped upside down?
Yes, exactly. Something fell from the central hub into the tent and knocked down the crystal light that was hanging at the top.
Oh, the crystal light.
Mm-hmm. I remember a certain someone said that we should have beautiful lights to celebrate. But once the light fell, the tent became a complete mess, and the Just when I was at my wit's end, a man...
Wait, he offered to help you?
Yes, and he refused to listen to any of my...
Yes? And
Yeah, don't leave us hanging here.
And that's it. He became trapped inside alone.
Oh no, we have to do something. We can't just leave him there, Maimuna.
I know, but the situation inside might be more difficult.
just talking about it is a waste of time. Since we're already here, let's...
All right, this way, please. There used to be a large stage inside, but after everything got shaken up, the lamps and crystal light that were hanging above have all fallen down, which...
Wait, so you mean it's difficult to move around in there?
Yes, mainly because of the lights. Do any of you have experience being on stage?
I can't stand that feeling. Having everyone's attention focused so... Me too! I'm no good at speaking in front of people. And then to have everyone staring at...
Sounds like you have some things you haven't been able to let go.
Please don't laugh. I'm trying my best to change that, but there are still some things I can't overcome.
No, there's nothing funny about that. And you know what? It's not a bad thing to care when other people... That's my opinion anyway. Think about it. Only people who have high standards for themselves would... You have many good qualities, Kale. I bet if you had to learn dance since childhood like myself...
No way! I can relate. I know exactly how she feels.
Maybe we should find a time for you to learn with me. And one day you will become an outstanding dancer too.
Wow. You are so passionate about this that she's practically cool. Really? You do that? You wouldn't think I look stupid and secretly laugh?
You really think I'm that kind of person?
Oh, no. Of course not.
Seems there's no need for me to warn you again. Anyway, you just need to open the curtain and you'll be able to... a way to fix this. Looks like we need to raise the platform underneath the crystal light.
If I remember correctly, the stage controls should be somewhere around here.
It seems we have to use the colorful lens to make the light change colors.
More speed. Beg for mercy.
That's one way of shining new light on the problem.
Hey, Maimuna? Do you happen to know someone named Sino?
No, never heard that name before. Why do you ask?
Oh, never mind then. I was just thinking you two would have a lot in common.
Back to the situation at hand. We should probably head into the passageway that opened now.
Hello? Is anyone here? If you can hear me, please help!
Lessig Lawrence?
Who are you? Who has the audacity to utter my full name?
You sure don't look like you're in any condition to be talking like that.
Yep. He's a member of the Lawrence clan, all right. Even though he's hanging on by a thread, he's still...
You? What are you doing here? Huh. Have you come here to mock me, Eula?
If you would just think for a moment, it should be pretty obvious why we are here. Yet, now, of course, you don't have to accept my help. After all, aristocrats are naturally superior and need no help from others.
Yes, thanks for the reminder. I don't need help from the
I don't think he really means it, Eula. His tone was harsh, but he keeps glancing at you from the corner of his eyes.
Okay. He's been trapped for so long that it seems he's forgotten how to hold a decent conversation.
Hey, no, wait! Halt! You cannot just leave me here. Helping me when necessary certainly won't tarnish your prestige. If anything, my embarrassing predicament will be overshadowed.
This is the best reason you could come up with? You think tacking on the word family will be enough to talk me into helping you? You should be ashamed for your careless actions. It's because of you that we all...
Seems everyone in the Lawrence clan is this way. All right. Looks like it's time for the mascot to step in. Here you go. One for Eula, and one for Lessig.
What is this? Candy?
Oh, the smell. It's just like the aroma I smell coming from the lens. Yes, that's right. Enjoying something sweet always lightens the mood.
Thank you, Miss Mascot. I certainly do feel much better now.
So he's willing to thank someone else, but not...
Eula has been worrying about you the past few days and asked me several times regarding how to find you. But now that you two have been reunited, I won't have to keep answering her questions anymore.
Let me clarify one thing. I don't care what happens to him.
Eula will never admit that she actually cares about him. Yeah, you're probably right.
If you're going to keep saying nonsense like this, then...
Oh, sure.
Sorry. I admit my mistake. I know I've caused heaps of trouble for all of you.
Why couldn't you have just said that earlier?
I'm back. Oh? Have you already finished catching up?
Oh, nothing. Don't mind us.
All right, then let's clean things up here and keep working our way toward getting the crystal light fixed.
I'll take him and find some place for him to rest.
All right. I'll leave my cousin to you then. You'd better rest up and regain your strength before we settle things, Lessig.
Now, let's see if there's any way to keep raising the platform higher. We probably will need to find a mechanism that's like a lamp.
Strange. Is that really the Lessig that I know?
You shouldn't always judge people based on the way you knew them before. People change, and people can always make different choices.
Oh, look! There's a water droplet over there!
Ah, a hydroidolin. It must have been trapped in the curtain, but at least it seems to be okay.
Wow! Paimon thought it looked big from the outside. This place is massive!
It is a magical tent, after all. The inside is much larger than it appears from the outside. Haven't you heard stories with this sort of thing before?
Oh, another path has appeared!
Yes, don't worry. We're almost to the top of the tent. The last thing we need to do is raise the crystal light to the very top of the tent. After the stage collapsed, I realized that having it raised only halfway
No,
I have. I've gone there a few times with Master Tainari. The place is bustling with all kinds of vendors.
Oh, a dance from Sumeru? I'd like to see that myself.
It doesn't matter if it's on the way or not. I would be happy to take you whenever you have time.
Great. I'll take you up on that offer.
Yeah! Now that Paimon thinks about it,
Really? My father used to help with festivities at the Grand Bazaar. I was just a kid and didn't understand anything. I always thought my father was amazing, and
but aren't you a scholar in the academia, Maimuna? As far as I know, I doubt you could have time to assist your father in preparing for...
yeah, when I had the choice between becoming who I wanted to be and who my parents...
Huh. That's almost the exact opposite of you,
You must have already realized that.
Yes, but I'm still not as happy as I am. I realized that attending a fair and running a fair are two completely different things. The main reason my childhood was so fun and carefree is because... But my father knew how difficult and tiring running a fair could be, so he wanted to push me towards academics. But in the end, I didn't do well in either. I gave up on myself and resorted to investigating ley lines in the desert. I finally had a chance to make my wish of running a fair come true.
It's not as bad as you make it out to be, Maimuna. No, you have the courage to change. You've been actively guiding us on this journey. Someone who's given up on themselves could never do these things. Oh, Kale.
I understand my situation better than anyone. You don't need to try to comfort me.
It's not that I'm trying to comfort you. Believe me, this is something that I learned from my time together with Eula.
Oh, what are you trying to say?
Oh, nothing. Now, let's get...
All right.
The colored pieces of the bolt have melted.
Yes, the lens is made of materials that are easily melted by light.
Is it me or do I smell something sweet here?
If we're going to raise the crystal light, then we need to open the top of the tent.
Hey, it's Ida! We're back! Oh, I was starting to wonder what was taking you. I'm pretty good at taking care of people. I don't know if I should be worried for him or happy.
The shadow. It's massive. Wait.
It seems he still might need a little more time to
Of course. With with a team like the Traveler, Paimon, Kale, and Eula, they're at least 40 times.
Only 40 times more reliable.
I guess it's impossible to feel like you've lost once you've already given up.
What has happened? How did I get outside of the tent? That's right. I remember meeting you.
Oh, you're awake now. Don't worry. That's just a side effect of your trick.
I'm afraid I still feel a little disordered.
Lessig Lord.
Oh, it's you, Eula. All right, I'll do it. I'll come back to Mondstadt with you and...
Interesting. Now you want to talk. Seems like you've had a change of heart. In that case, maybe you'll be able to explain everything in detail for us now.
I admit it, yes. I came here in hopes of finding a way to restore the Lawrence clan to its former... It was a long journey, and I didn't always know the way. I passed through Liyue and Sum... But the peculiar thing is, I realized that nobody knew me out there. You and I are like glass pawns that were raised in shackles. We were taught to act like nobles, but outside the walls of our home, people of Mondstadt despise such pompous, hateful, and stubborn teaching. It all culminated to making us cling to the old aristocratic dogma in an attempt to maintain our pride. It's like a never-ending game of tug-of-war, but it is meaningless. You understand. Or I should say, you have already long understood. But I'm afraid that I have only just realized this.
Paimon sorta understands what Lessig is saying.
Everything he said is true. Your family is probably unaware that you've already changed how you see things.
Yes, this has all happened recently. After coming to this domain, I realized the Mondstadt that I want, all that I and many other members of the Lawrence clan long for, is a place where we can live peacefully with others.
Lessig, both you and I never had anything to do with the glory of the Lawrence clan.
I originally planned on returning to Mondstadt after
See, people can always make different choices, and it seems that last...
Yes, about that. I'm afraid I haven't quite found my own purpose.
That's all right. Being able to clearly choose between becoming who you want to be and who your parents wanted you to be. How to find true happiness is probably one of the most difficult
I have a suggestion for you, Lessig. Why don't you return to Mondstadt and tell your parents what you just told us?
They'll probably try to tear me limb from limb. But
This is something that I've been thinking about, too. Perhaps the two of us, the Lawrence clan, is just like this stage. It was once home to glorious performances.
She's so solid and tough, but also clear and open, like an ice cube. Is that why she's able to dance? Are you all done talking now?
Yes, I think so. By the way, that is for you. Please take it.
I thought...
Oh, it's one of the missing components!
Well, you didn't ask.
Okay, we'll let the Traveler hold on to it for now. Wait, it looks pretty familiar. Shh! Now's not the time to brag about being a hero! Ah, right! I also bought a similar box at the last festival.
Yes, people often use this kind of box for candy at festivals. But now that the tent has been repaired, we no longer need it. Eating the candy from the box as an adult will never be as delicious as it was when you were a kid.
Ah, so when it comes down to it... So, as of now, we've already collected 3 of the missing... I'm sorry that repairing the tent took so much of everyone's time.